college. Nah. Oh, hello, darling. Welcome to Movie Macabre. Yes, that's right. It's little old me, that gal in a wig who's selling our bid. Oh, Myra, it's the dark. I'm just sort of sorting through these film cans here. Trying to see what we have to run. The old inventory is getting kind of low. It's scraped the bottom of the barrel time again, it looks like. Oh, that barrel must have a mighty thick bottom on account of we do an awful lot of scraping. Well, let's see what we have here. Oh, the Revenge of the Pepperoni Pizza. That one is sure to be coming up. Oh, what else do we have here? The Fiend with 1,000 phone numbers. Ooh, don't tell me they made a movie about Breather. What's this? Ooh, from the mummy's nose. I can't wait till that one's run. Oh, there's loads of great material here. Just loads. Oh, the human duplicators. Hey, that doesn't sound too bad. Oh, it's human duplicators. Oh, that doesn't sound too bad either. Hey, it's duplicates. Well, what the heck. Let's spread it up and see what it's like. That way, if we don't like the one, we can just throw the other one out without even having to look at it. That makes sense. Don't it? Well, no, it seems like if there's two, then we don't have to watch. Oh, the movie's all revved up and ready to go. So, Mr. Larry Lorden at the moviola, let's go ahead and roll! No, I said roll, not bowl, fool. Oh, don't ask me how I did it. And what about them special effects in those miniatures? Boy, aren't they something? You see that spaceship? It looked like a flag lamp without a chain. Well, right now, George Lucas is sitting at home just pulling his beard out, saying, why is it that every time I spend millions and millions of dollars on special effects and miniatures, I still can't get my movie shown on Movie Macabre? That's what he's saying right now. Oh, just keep hanging in there, Luke, baby. All right, after these words from the advertisers, there's some more mad, loud mayhem as the human duplicators continue on Movie Macabre. Boy, that Beaver's dad, Ward. He always did have the last word, didn't he? That was always one of my favorite shows. The Wally and the Beav and my all-time favorite, that nasty little sneak Ellie Haskell. Boy, I sure like his style. But for all those years, I never knew that Ward Cleaver worked for the NIA. Wow, I have to live and learn. Something to remember for that next trivia quiz. So, what do you think's going on out there at the Dornheimer's place? Sounds to me like that big old Kolos is running the show. Calling the shots, so to speak. Okay, well, nobody called for that shot, okay? But speaking of shots, called for or not, speaking of shots, maybe I need my eyes examined too. But I was sworn the security guard put a bullet in that Dr. Munson character's back. Boy, I've got to tell you, I'm starting to wonder just exactly what kind of an operation old Ward Cleaver and his NIA outfit is running there. I mean, I always figured that you had to pass some kind of an aptitude test to become a secret agent. Well, figure again, Mr. Featherdark. Figure again. What kind of undercover work do you think that blonde chick is good for? I'd tell you what I think if this wasn't a family show. And that Glenn Martin character, he didn't turn out to be such a prize either. He shows up at the Dornheimer's joint with some lame cover story about being a reporter for some magazine that nobody's ever even heard of, and says he's there to do an article. Okay, so where is the tape recorder, huh? So, where is the notepad, huh? He didn't think to stop enough at 5 and dime for one of them suckers, did he? He also didn't think of checking his rearview mirror from time to time. As if he had, he might have noticed that he was being... Well, it looks like that old two-headed coin trick and the line about doing a little research really did the job. Or maybe it was that cheap jug of wine back at the restaurant that did the job. Here she's asking, what's an android? Think in her condition she really cares what an android is? Think she even knows where she's at? What's an android? Oh, I think I knew a girl back in Manhattan, Kansas named Android. Yeah, little Annie Droid. In front of me in the 3rd grade. It was kind of cute for a girl with mousy brown hair. But what she has to do with this movie is beyond me. Ever since old Colo's beamed down from his swag-land spaceship, things haven't exactly been going along at a lickety-split pace, have they? No chance of getting whiplash trying to keep up with this one. Well, assuming anything's going to happen in this movie, it's sure to be starting to happen right after these messages from the advertisers. Assuming, of course, anything's going to happen. Colo has Martin in a deadly chokehold, and he has the unmitigated gall to say, "This will be your final mistake." Martin consider hope that Colo doesn't sneeze while he's got that grip on him. And if he does, that'll be Martin's final scene. Hey, what about that duplication chamber? Ain't that something? Oh, not only does it turn out a carbon copy reproduction of whoever they put in it, but it also duplicates whatever it is they're wearing. Oh, whatever happened to look for the union label? I don't know if Martin's figured this one out yet or not. Probably not, since I only just figured it out a minute ago my own darn self. But there really is a way to deal with an android. You don't go trying to shoot him. It doesn't do any good. Bullets just pass right through him. But what you want to do is simply knock him over. That stops them dead every time. Why, you can just do that. They just shatter like antivirus that did the time that Piccaninny sank his teeth into the tablecloth and took off running. Oh, yeah, gosh, that was really some sight. You had to be there, though. Okie doke, there's tension mounts as the human duplicators continue on movies.com. Did you hear who Burt Reynolds is going out with? Gladys Knight and the Pit. Well, I just read that Liz Taylor sing Warren Beatty. That's just a rumor. I read it in View magazine, so it has to be true. Well, you can't believe everything you read. I heard that Richard Simmons is getting married. Yeah, that's it. He is always bossing around those little guys. But when them jokers show up on the funny-looking TV screen, he sings a different tune. When they say jump, he says, how high? When they say roll over, he says, how high? Well, I haven't worked out all the bugs yet. Okie dokie, androids are running amok, and Gail Wilson, who only last night couldn't even spell android, is in hot pursuit of one. She always could spell hot. Back to the movie after these pearls from the advertisement.
Excuse me, but I was wondering if you might have seen my husband, Ward.
Are you June Cleaver, Beaversboro?
Yes.
Oh, and you're Elvira. Oh, yes.
I was looking for Ward because he promised to help Wally with his homework tonight.
Oh, well, gee, I think Ward is on kind of an important case right now, June.
A case?
Yeah, didn't you know he works for the NIA?
The NIA? No. You know, I've never known what he does for a living. I'm going to have to remember that for my next trivia quiz.
Yeah, well, anyway, I'm sure he'll be home in time for dinner, so, he's got a show to do right now, so it's nice seeing you.
Well, I think I'm just going to go home, and I'm going to make Ward and the boys' favorite cookie.
Oh, that would be great. I think just like any time. Addies, those are Addies. Okay, once again, it is that time. It's sack time. Sack time with Elvira. Of course, you know I'm talking about mail sack time. Time to answer just a few of those cards and letters. So I just plunged this cute little old pal of mine. I just plunged this cute little old pal of mine. I plunged it into the old sackaroo and came up with a handful. And whoop, haven't even read them yet. Here's yours. Dear Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. That is I. Didn't I read someplace that you were once in a rhythm section of an all-girl band? Well, that's not exactly right. I wasn't in the rhythm section. I was the rhythm section. Dear Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, what advice would you give a girl who is looking for a serious relationship? Well, honey, I'd say go out and find yourself a man who is tall, dark, and handsome. In fact, forget about the tall and dark part, okay? Just as long as you have some. You're Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. What do you know about horticulture? Well, I think it's supposed to be like the oldest profession in the world, right? But let me tell you what I know about plants. Boy, am I ever good with plants. I have even got a Venus flytrap at home with a zipper on it. Dear Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, what are the chances of ever seeing a really great movie on your show? Maybe like E.T. Well, I said the chances of seeing E.T. on this show are about the same as hearing Pac-Man burp. Well, time for a few quickies. Yes, no, yes, and maybe, but I'll have to think about it. Well, that's all the time for Cash Time this time or next time, and until that time, keep those cards and letters clean! Well, once again, the boys in blue show up just in time to do absolutely nothing. They almost have stopped off at one of them donut stands on the way over to Dornheimer's. I'll have the one with the orange frosting and the sprinkles. Oh, Martin's duplicate. Now, he had an excuse for taking so long to get there. He was trying to drive a stick shift with only one arm. He'd probably wiped out another 40 or 50 cars on the way. And I am getting so sick and tired of hearing, I'm the master. No, I'm the master. Oh, maybe them androids don't have emotions, but they sure ain't lacking egos. Tolos, with his balsa wood 2x4, is still down there in the laboratory. No doubt standing over those busted-up mannequins saying, see, I told you I was the master. Oh. Well, still more to come with this turkey. I don't want to give anything away by saying it's going to take a surprise twist, so I won't. Did I want to ruin things for you? Would I? Exciting, but not surprising conclusion to this week's movie matter. The Human Duplicators is coming right up. So don't you dare touch that down. Oh, I'm just sitting here feeling sorry for that big old Colo. Sentimental little fool that I am. But you just know that when he gets back to that planet he came from, they are going to dismantle him and use him for spare parts. Maybe even worse. They might knock him over. Oh, I always like happy Indians. It's like maybe if Colo stayed here on Earth and I'm just making this up as I go along with it. And maybe he could have performed a miraculous operation on Lisa, and then the two of them could have gotten married. If it was loud in that state, that is. And then they could even have their own TV show. My favorite android. Hey, the network should have eaten it up. It'd go just like Mork and Mindy. That's how I would have ended this movie if I had anything to say about it. But do I? Heck no. So, that's all she wrote for this turkey. No need to look at this duplicate print, of course, so I'll just pan the can, as they say. Next week, and in the weeks ahead, we'll be serving up more thrill-chillful films here on Movie Macabre. Movies with such stellar titles as Mark of the Devil and So Sad About Gloria. And coming soon, The Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes! Attack of the Killer Tomatoes! They'll beat you, bash you, twist you, mash you, chew you up for run, and finish you off for dinner or lunch. They're marching down the hall, they're crawling up the hall, they're chewy, gusty, twisty, musty, rotten to the core, they're standing outside your door.
Oh, boy, that is one I'm sure looking forward to. Coming soon. And coming even sooner is the big kiss-off you've been waiting for. Hey, we're all out of time, so here it is. Hope that'll hold you. And I hope you'll be having them unpleasant dreams.